Globals literally just ended a couple of days ago, and thanks to Fortnite, we already have our first duo tournament starting tomorrow. And in today's video, I thought it was the perfect time to go over all of our current confirmed duos, where they are going to be landing, which duos I think are looking the best, and who still needs a duo before these duo tournaments officially start. Real quick before this video starts though, please subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, as we are currently on the road to 115,000 subscribers. And you guys already know we're going to update you guys about all of the content to do with duos now, so make sure you guys turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. Please use code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop if you guys want to support me even more. Follow me on my Twitch or come back here on the day of any of these duo finals tournaments if you guys want to watch the tournaments with me. Without further ado though, we have so many confirmed duos to go over, so let's just get this video started. Alright, so we're gonna go back and forth between NA and EU teams on this. So the first ones that I want to go over are some of the just obvious ones that we have known for a while now, but now we also have their official drop spots confirmed as well. And the first one is Peterbot and Poyo. We all know that they were pretty much destined to play duos together for the past couple of months now. There was a couple of rumors like, oh, maybe Peter might want to play with Cold over Poyo, but then literally after Globals, we got the tweet from Peter that said, everything happens for a reason, did what we could with what we had, humbling for sure, but next year winning everything with my go at Poyo. And then Peter also ended up confirming that they are landing at the Hive, the drop spot that Queasy just won the global championships from. Now, what is the ceiling and the floor for this team? Obviously, the ceiling is winning FNCS for these guys. Their worst ever placement together in an FNCS Grand Finals is second. And then after that, they won 3 FNCSs in a row together. So this duo is currently on a 3 FNCS win streak. And a lot of people think that this is just going to be far and away the most dominant duo on either NA or EU. But when we go over some of the other teams that we have, I personally right now don't think that is going to be the case. There is an argument for so many of these other duos to be super good. Let's move over to arguably our best EU duo though, and we have Swizzy and Vanya officially announcing that they are going to be a duo and they are going to be landing at Swarmy Stash. Now Swizzy right now obviously our reigning defending FNCS Global Championship winner. A lot of people want to also say that he is currently the best player in all of EU, and then he to me is probably going to be playing with the second best IGL in all of EU, Vanya. Similar to what we were speaking about with Peter and Poyo, Swizzy and Vanya have so much chemistry together already. They've already won an FNCS together. Vanya loves to play height. Swizzy just played an entire year with Queasy. Their playstyles are already going to mesh so well together. I think this has to definitely be an early call to be the current best duo on EU. Moving back over to NA though, the other confirmed duo that we had pretty early was Cold and Ritual officially playing together, and they announced that they are going to be landing at Demon's Debris. Now, I'm glad that a lot of people, because I remember when this duo originally got announced like a month or two ago, everybody was saying like, oh, Cold needs to play with somebody better than Ritual. We saw the leaks of Queasy trying to play with Cold, but Cold has always absolutely loved playing with Ritual. I don't think Cold was going to end up snaking Ritual for anybody besides maybe if like Peter hit him up to play. And I'm glad people are finally done acting like Ritual is a bad player or something. He improved so much from the beginning of this year until now, and especially going into a duos meta now. Ritual literally placed second in a duo FNCS Grand Finals with Reet. Ritual is going to get to go back to that IGLing role now, and Cold was also one of the other best duo players when he played with Acorn. Cold is getting to play with probably not as good of an IGL as Acorn, but someone that is definitely a better fighter in Ritual. And when you're gonna have to keep up with the fragging ability of Peterbot and Poyo on NA, I think Cold and Ritual is about as good as you can get. Alright, let's talk about some of our brand new announced duos, and one of the most exciting ones that we have seen on all of EU, probably the most exciting one on all of EU, is Queasy and Vino are officially back together. One of the greatest duos of all time, the duo that holds the world record for the most wins ever in an EU Grand Finals, winning 6 out of 12 games. They are finally back together now, and they are going to be landing at the Hive. It seemed like before the Global Championships, Queasy was very wanting to play with Thomas HD, and I'm not 100% sure what ended up happening so that these guys were not going to be able to play together. I guess Queasy just currently does see Vino as a better option than Thomas. And another reason why this is so exciting to me is because we are finally going to get to see Vino back in that just full-on fragging role. I absolutely love this duo. Obviously, their ceiling is also winning in FNCS. This is one of the older duos that we have gone over so far with a combined age of 43 between them. But they've both shown us that they still got it, and I am very excited to see what Vino looks like in a fragging role. And we already know this team is also going to just be full psychoing height. I am so excited for duos because of teams like this. The next duo that we do have that is 100% confirmed is another one on NA that a lot of us did probably see coming for a while now, but they just confirmed it yesterday, and it is Acorn and Bolts, and they are going to be landing at Rangers Ruin. Now, this is a very exciting duo for me. I'm very curious on what the actual fragging potential is going to look like on this team, because we know Bolts is a crazy fighter, but I feel like we didn't really get to see too much of that when he was playing with Rapid and Kanata, because their playstyle was just so passive. And then we know that Acorn is also a very passive player as well. So I'm curious on if this team is going to kind of struggle to keep up on the elim category compared to some of these other teams. And I really do feel like if this duo is going to work and have the potential to win an FNCS, Bolts is going to need to step up now and show why he can be one of the best fighters in the entire world. Moving back over to EU now, this was probably one of the most surprising duo announcements we had, but also one of the ones that could potentially be the most complicated. So Vico has officially announced that his duo is iDrop. Now, I saw a lot of people a little bit confused about this at first. A lot of people were like, oh, this is such a downgrade from Flixy, when we'll talk about Flixy's new teammate in a little bit. But Vico announced that they are officially going to Demon's Domain together. And the thing with iDrop that a lot of people don't realize is that he just finished with the 4th most elims in all of the global championships. And he also literally just placed 4th place at globals as well. iDrop showed that he still has the fragging capability, even though he was playing on a trio with Cammy and Hari. So of course his fragging ability isn't going to get super noticed since they're not a crazy fragging team. I would have to assume that iDrop is IGLing this duo right here. So I'm curious on how that is also going to look as well. But the reason why I said there's some potential complications about this is because Vico is going on vacation for the next like week or two. So he's not going to be able to play in any of these duo tournaments. And so I want to show a clip of Chino actually talking about how he is going to be playing with iDrop at first. And then we'll transition into potentially who Chino's duo could be.
Cooper asked me if like he should come here. I'm playing the first cups with iDrop.
Wait, what about iDrop and Viva?
He's on holiday.
Oh.
But Merstash also did me.
Isn't Merstash with Tayson?
He wants to try with others as well, he said.
You think you need a fragger? You think
I
you
mean,
can...
I asked him like, I guess.
So something that is going to be very interesting is if iDrop and Chino just absolutely crush it and they dominate all of the duo tournaments that they play while Vico is gone, will iDrop want to drop Vico for Chino? Because there is a lot of people right now that also want to make the argument that Chino in general is just a better player and a better fragger than Vico. Vico is definitely more proven than Chino. Vico has literally won in FNCS in duos. I still personally do think that Vico is a better player than Chino. But then also speaking about Chino, when he was talking about his potential options, I don't think there's any way he's going to end up playing with Cooper. But the one that was very intriguing to me was the last one that he said, which was potentially playing with Merstash. Now, this would most likely mean that Merstash would be transitioning into an IGLing role, which I really have no clue how well he is going to be able to play that. He never really IGL'd because he played with Tayson in duos and Malibuka, I'm pretty sure. And if you guys are wondering, yes, Merstash's current duo is Tayson, but Merstash at the same time said that he wants to potentially try out some other duo options as well, and he doesn't want to be like fully locked into one person, which is 100% understandable. The dude literally just won global championships. He wants to be able to find a teammate that he is confident in and that he believes that he can win globals again with next year. Now, the fighting ability of Merstash and Chino might be comparable to somebody like peterbot and Poyo. I just have no clue how the actual IGLing would work on that team. So yeah, currently the players of Chino, Merstash, Tayson, they're all kind of just circling between some different options here, but the current confirmed ones that we do have is Vico and iDrop. Now, moving back over to NA, these two are not like 100% confirmed yet, like set in stone, but this has been pretty much all of these signs that have been pointing to it. The first one is one that we did get confirmed a couple of weeks ago, but we don't know if they are still playing together now after the global championships, and that is Agers and Iamzo. A lot of people now are saying that Agers is going to look for a better potential duo option, since people just think that Iamzo sucks now, which I just think is absolutely insane. Maybe they didn't have the best performance at globals or in the recent grands, but literally just 2 seasons ago, Iamzo was arguably the best player in that entire grand finals. I think he just needs to be able to get his confidence back, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us would also agree that Agers is a better fighter than both Clicks and Higs. And so if Iamzo, who was supposed to be the best fighter on his trio with Clicks and Higs, now gets to play with Agers, who is also a better fighter than him, The fighting potential of this duo is super scary. This is 100% a potential duo that could win in FNCS, and I think their playstyles really do complement each other really well. It's just whether or not Agers actually still wants to play with Iamzo. I hope that he does. This would be a super fun duo to watch, but I think the way that this is going to end up going is Kanata is definitely going to be like spam DMing Agers, trying to get Agers back, the duo that won FNCS together, and maybe somehow Kanata is able to get Agers to play with him again, but as of right now, it is Agers and Iamzo, and then by the time you're seeing this video, this one could already be 100% confirmed. And so the current rumored duo for Clicks is him and Higs. Peterbot ended up confirming in a chat that is like 100% him and Higs. Higs even ended up tweeting out Swarmy Stash for duos, but then he didn't even like add his duo or nothing like that in it. And so a lot of people were just assuming that Higs was waiting until Clicks went live to announce that they are going to be duoing with each other. So of course, just my timing, as soon as I finished recording, Clicks did end up announcing his official duo, and it is going to be Clicks x Higs for 2026.
Bro, I definitely do have a lot of good options, but I'm gonna be honest, I want to try with Higs. I really see potential in Higs. And people, I already saw people in my com hating on it and saying all this shit, but the reality is Iamzo started out not being an IGL and then full on learnt so much, and we did really good. And I think the same thing with Higs. I think Higs puts in time with blood, and I do what I always do, grind the shit that I have to grind, be the best person I could possibly be. The thing is, dude, chat, I can play with fucking Fred, I can play with those motherfuckers, but I think duos is a lot different. Like, I really do think duos is a lot different. I think duos, you need to have two people that are like had good comms, good vibes, and like have chemistry.
Now, I mean, as I was just talking about this really wasn't necessarily that surprising at all, although the signs were pointing to that. Something though that was actually very surprising about this announcement is Higs is actually going to be the one that is going to end up IGLing this duo. I was pretty sure that Clicks was going to be the one IGLing, just because Higs has literally no IGL experience compared to Clicks. But as Clicks said in this clip right here, he's going to be VOD reviewing with their coach of BloodX every single day, and he thinks that Higs can do what Iamzo did in becoming an IGL. Do I think that this duo has potential to win FNCS? I mean, maybe. A lot of people are literally already hating on this duo, saying that, oh, Clicks is just completely cooked. There's literally no way he can win an FNCS with Higs. But if you told people at the beginning of the year that Clicks would get a better FNCS placement with Higs and Iamzo than he did with Vino, I don't know how many people would have believed that, but that is the fact. Higs has literally placed second place in an FNCS Grand Finals with Rapid before. Higs knows how to play duos. It is a little bit concerning that his first time ever going to be IGLing is going to be in a duos meta, but Click said that Higs was co-IGLing with Iamzo a lot, so he should already have some experience. So I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see how that team ends up looking. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on this duo are though in the comment section down below. Whether you're a Clicks fan or you're just someone that likes to watch the game, I'm curious on what you guys think about the Clicks and Higs duo. We still got a lot of other duos to go over, I'm not gonna lie, and I don't want this video to be like an hour long, so I'm gonna try to quickly go through some other duos now and just give my quick thoughts on them. The next one that we have to talk about for EU is Pixie and Walks, and they are going to be landing at the OXR base. This to me is another duo 1000% I think has FNCS winning potential. This might even just end up being the best duo on all of EU in general this year. Another one of those duos that I'm not really sure who is actually going to end up IGLing these guys, since both of them were playing fragging roles, but the fighting potential is absolutely disgusting on this team. I would not be surprised at all if they led like the next Grand Finals in elims, and I'm very excited to see how these guys end up. Next up, we got one that I think they are just super happy to be able to play with each other. It is Malibuca and Panzer. Now, if you guys don't know the lore on Malibuca and Panzer, these guys are basically like best friends. They used to play 0 build cash cups together when Panzer necessarily wasn't that good or proven. And then this year, Panzer ended up being like one of the biggest risers in terms of like breakout players. And now he is good enough to be able to play official FNCS tournaments with Malibuca. This duo, like friendship wise, is very comparable to how like Peterbot and Pollo are in A. Literally best friends, finally getting to play with each other. And I'm super excited to see how these guys are actually going to look. The next one that is going to be a very scary fighting duo is Chap and Flixy now. So Flixy is no longer playing with Vico, and he is now going to be playing with the up and coming, honestly, one of the best duo players from all of last year, getting multiple second places in duos of Chap. This is a scary team, definitely a duo that I think could do really good, but at the same time, this is also a duo that I feel like also has some pretty decent split potential if something starts to go wrong. Obviously, none of these guys are going to be locked in with each other for like the entire year or nothing like that. These guys are going to just be trying out, seeing if they like each other's playstyles, and seeing if they really do believe that they have the potential to win an FNCS with each other. Some of the other duos that we have is like Cammy and Hari. They are going to be playing duos with each other after getting 4th place in trios together. Drulex and Chicho are going to be landing at Swarmy. Rezon and Badil, who I feel like is one of the most underrated duos. This is also like 2 super close friends playing with each other, and I think these guys are going to look absolutely nasty and surprise a lot of people in duos as well. Seti and Yapko are going to be playing with each other. Sky and Scroll are also going to be getting back together. These dudes seem like they have literally been playing together like ever since they first started playing competitive. They're going to be landing at the Rainbow Split as well. And then for some more of our NA teams, we have Cooper and Curly officially 100% announced, and they're also going to be landing at Dystopia City. Muzz and Sphinx seem pretty locked in as well. They literally just got 10th place in Globals too. They gotta feel good about each other going into duos now, but they have not announced any official drop spot. And then some more of our brand new NA teams that we have is Booga and Craze are officially duoing together, and they are going to be landing at Rangers Ruins. There was one player that was on the minds of a lot of people of who could potentially play with Booga, and that was actually the NA West GOAT of Arc. But it looks like Arc is either currently not going to be moving to Central, or he ended up landing with somebody else, and I feel like that other person that he could potentially be landing with is Kanata. If Kanata is not just going to end up dueling with Rapid, because we don't have any official announcements on who Rapid or Kanata is going to be playing with. We saw Kanata try to IGL in trios, and it didn't necessarily go like the best, but it definitely is easier to IGL in duos. And if he is able to play with Arc, who is one of the highest finishing players in elims of the entire global championships, and is definitely the best player in all of NA West right now, if he's going to move to Central, this is a no-brainer. I would absolutely love to see Kanata play with Arc. And then the last confirmed NA duo that we do have is Epic Whale and Pump, and they are going to be playing all events on NA Central, and they are going to be landing at Dystopia as well. 2 of the best West players from this year now teaming up with each other and moving to Central. Very interested to see how this team is going to look. And so for some of the main people that are still looking for a duo on NA, we have like Reet still looking for a duo, Rapid still looking for a duo, G-Money, Rise. I'm curious who like Josh is going to end up with, since there is so many different potential IGL options that Josh could end up playing with. Moving back over to EU though, we do have a bunch of other 100% confirmed duos. Like one of the other ones that is going to be so fun and so scary to watch is going to be Marius and Pablo. 2 FNCS winners from this year going to be officially teaming up now. There is just so many scary fighting teams on EU, and EU was already super interesting and obviously the better region, but I think EU just got even more entertaining to watch. Ferdoxy is still looking for a duo. He said, looking for a duo, streaming everything, all IGL, you can tarp, I don't mind, down to move to NA if I find it is worth it. And that is why a lot of people are also saying that Ferdoxy could potentially maybe play with Clix, and if that ends up happening, I think that is like 1000% the best possible option that Clix could get. And especially if Ferdoxy wants to stream everything now, who is better to do that with than playing with the biggest streamer in all of Fortnite of Clix? But Ferdoxy even still tweeted out, need one for eval tomorrow, Rangers in all cups. So Ferdoxy, as of right now in this current moment, still does not have any 1000% confirmed duo. Now let's go through some of our other confirmed duos, then we'll talk about who still needs a duo. So some of the other duos we have is Shark and Combat playing together. Pix and Demus are going to be playing with each other. So one of the most underrated teams from this entire year. Pix and Demus are the ones that ended up duoing from that trio. And then we also have Teeny and Hris still playing together as well. So that leaves us down to Mr. Savage and Mongrel now, and currently on stream as I'm recording this video, Mongrel is trying out with Rax, who is an underrated fragger. And then a lot of people had concerns about Mr. Savage potentially retiring after globals, but Mr. Savage ended up tweeting out, thankfully, looking for people to try with for duos. This globals made me feel more passion and motivation for competitive than I've had in the past 1 to 2 years. I want to find someone that is trying to stick together the whole year and become crazy good. And now Mr. Savage to me proved that he is one of the top like 6 or 7 IGLs on all of EU, and I think he definitely can find a potential crazy option, but for as he literally said himself, he wants somebody that he knows he can stick with the entire year, build chemistry with, and then grind together. And I mean, we've already gone through so many potential people that already have duos. There isn't that many people left. Mr. Savage said that he might potentially be playing the first couple of cups with iDrop, but then Chino also said he's playing with iDrop, and then Vico already like officially announced he's playing with iDrop. iDrop right now has like 3 separate teammates, it seems like.
Chat, I'm gonna try out with iDrop. That's one thing. I talked with iDrop. I think he's gonna try it with someone else too, but that person's gonna be gone for a little bit, and there might be some tournaments during that. So I'm gonna try it with iDrop. Chat, that's my old fucking duo right there. Chat, the most handsome duo in Fortnite, bro.
And so I have no clue what is going on there, but I think one of the best potential options that Mr. Savage could play with would be Darm. We talked about how Pix and Demus are going to be playing with each other from that trio, and so Darm is the odd one out, and Darm even ended up tweeting out that he does need a duo still. Now Darm is a super crazy fighter, and if Savage wants to continue to IGL, I think this is a very good option for him. If he's somehow able to secure iDrop though, I think this would be the option that he ends up sticking with for the entire year. Him and iDrop seems to be friends as well outside of the game, and like I said earlier, iDrop literally finished with the 2nd most elims in all of globals. Definitely a player that could complement his playstyle super well, but I also just have literally no clue what iDrop is going to end up doing. Other than that though, I think I went over every single duo that is officially 100% confirmed, and some of the main players that need a duo as well. If I missed anybody, please let me know in the comment section down below. Duo tournaments though are officially going to be starting back up tomorrow. I could not be more excited to make some content on it for you guys, and if you guys want to make sure that you don't miss that content, please just subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, turn on notifications as well so you don't miss any future videos. If you guys want to support me even more and support the channel, please use code KDOG in the Fortnite item shop. YouTube sales enjoy winning two videos up on the screen right now, so go check them out if you guys haven't already. Follow me on my Twitch if you guys want to watch any of these future duo tournaments with me. Thank God for another day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.